Arturia just released their brand new effect plugin, Mix Drums, which looks like an all-in-one drum processor. This is their first effect plugin with mix in the front, so I'm guessing they're going to be releasing a bunch of other ones in this series, maybe like mixed vocals, mixed instruments, or something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw on a couple different examples, a couple different beats, just put it on the drums to see how it sounds. Not sponsored, by the way. I did get it sent to me for free, but they have no say on what I can or cannot say in this video. Let's get to it. All right, so this is gonna be the first example we use. This is a beat I made on one of my live streams. So we're gonna mute the 808. That's our current drum pattern. I'm gonna throw on mixed drums. All right, so here are mixed drums. As you see, it is a multi-band processor. It splits it up between two bands, low and high. Well, let's just mess around and see what kind of sound we get out of it. Got a little transient shaper here. I have a little punch to it. Okay, give that kick drum a lot of energy. Sounds to me like this body is more of like a sustain. I will say it's definitely not gain matching, but we'll check it out then. I'm going to gain match it with the output knob after we dial in something, and then we'll see how it sounds before and after at the same volume. Let's go to the mids. Deep saturation. Now with the second drive knob, you can choose different distortions. So the best way to hear what they're doing is turn this all the way up and flip through. For the triode, the default. We're definitely gonna pull it back though. A little bit, just a little bit. All right, now we got the space over here, which is, reverb, but you can also do delays as well. And I think for this one, it's more about for live drums, so you can get that room tone. For our drums on this track, probably doesn't need it, but let's just hear how it sounds. And as you see, it's a send, so it's running it through parallel. Probably not going to use that. And over here we got a balance knob. You can boost the highs and mids, or boost the lows, or you can cut them as well. A little bit, just to have it cut through the mix a little more. All right, so we just dialed that in real quick, and I just gain matched it, put it down -5, so that the before and after is hitting at the same volume. Now, a lot of plugins, when you're dialing stuff in, it makes things louder, right? And when things are louder, it tricks your ear into thinking it sounds better. So the way to get around that is to gain match it. All I did was I saw how many dB the drums are hitting at before the plugin, and then after the plugin, I try to make it match. Let's hear how it sounds before and after. All right, so this is before and after. As you hear, it just sounds crispier, clearer, it cuts through nicer, and it actually gives a little more perceived loudness even though it's hitting at the same dBs. I'm liking how it sounds so far, and you guys saw me dial it in. I did it really quick. So you can get a really good sound really fast, but if you just sit here and tinker, I'm sure you can get the exact sound you're looking for. There's also a few other parameters as well. If you hit this right here, you get this, and you can move stuff around to get the exact frequencies you want. So if you want that low band to include more frequencies or less frequencies, that's where you do that here. And some of the distortion controls are here as well. The distortion pre-high pass. So it pretty much cuts out all the lows that you set it to before it hits the distortion. And if you hit space right here, you get a lot of different reverb controls. It has pretty much a full reverb in here. If you change the delay, of course, it has all the delay parameters, and it just changes to whatever parameter you have. And the EQ, pretty simple. You got an EQ in here, which lets you dial in the EQ more than just using these two knobs. But yeah, on this beat, it sounded pretty good. So now we're in another beat that I made on stream as well. Let's hear what we got. Let's just loop this section here. No 808, just drums and everything else. That way you can hear that kick a little better. For this one, I'm curious what the presets are going to sound like. So let's go to, I guess these are more natural drums. Let's hear what they sound like. See me hitting this auto set. The auto set pretty much auto calibrates the levels. I think I like that smarten up that natural loop. I'm just gonna bring down the output just a little bit. Let's get a quick before and after. It just gives those drums so much energy. And just have them cut right through. Hey, so far I'm liking how this sounds, and for the first beat, I didn't really do much. You know, I just tweaked it a little bit, maybe like less than 5 minutes of tweaking. This one I kind of just went with the preset, not a lot of tweaking. So the fact that I'm getting some good results just from doing those few things, it lets me know that if I really dive in and tweak it meticulously, I can get a lot of great results. I'm kind of curious what's going to sound like on individual drums, because I saw that there was presets for just the kick drum, like right here, beef up kick. Let's see what that sounds like. That kind of changed the sound completely. This one's probably the most similar. It just sounds like the kick just, you know, with some distortion. Not too bad, not too bad. Me personally, I probably wouldn't use the kick presets. I think I would dial it in on my own a little bit more. But you can hear what it's capable of. Let's try on the snare. Oh my goodness. Put that. So those are snare presets. I did notice when you click auto set and it auto sets your level, you really don't have to gain match it as much according to the levels at least. And earlier when I was going through the presets, I kept clicking auto set, but it looks like if you have it on lock, you only need to hit auto set once. I think for individual instruments, I wouldn't really go to the presets, maybe to get you started and you can dial some stuff back. Although I think the presets would be nice if there was an overall dry wet knob. Is there one that I'm missing where you can just kind of use the whole thing in parallel? So in my opinion, if you're going to use this on individual drum elements, I would definitely dial in my own sound instead of going through a preset. But I do think the presets sound pretty good on the drum bus. All right, so that's me testing out mixed drums. From what I heard, it sounds really good. I definitely am going to try to integrate this into my regular toolbox. I like that it's easy to use, but at the same time, gives you a lot of options to really dial stuff in. I feel like a lot of plugins like this either give you too many options that's too overwhelming, or not enough options where you can't customize it to your liking. It also got some nice presets to get you started. Me personally, I wouldn't run to the presets for like individual drum sounds, but on the drum bus, from what I heard, sounds pretty good. I also wish there was an overall mix knob. I think that would be a really nice addition to the plugin. But you could always send out your drums to a send track, throw it on there, and blend it in that way. But of course, having it in the plugin itself would make it so much easier. So if you're interested or in the market for an all-in-one drum processor, link down below. Definitely recommend checking it out. Now, if you already have like a go-to drum bus that you already use, you probably don't need to get this unless you're trying to streamline it into like one plugin or two plugins instead of a huge chain of plugins. Would love to know what kind of plugins you guys use on your drums, so let me know in the comments. That's me for this one. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know exactly what you think. Subscribe for more videos, and be sure to follow me on my social media and check out my music on all streaming platforms, all linked down below as well. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
They don't know what it takes for you to chase your dreams. All these sacrifices, don't know what it brings. This just feels so right, yeah. This just feels so right, feels so